way we do things. I get very impatient. Patience. It's not. It's definitely one of my strong suits. Being impatient. Nothing. All right. Great. Cheapest intro ever. Cheapest intro ever. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Right Out the Long Box. My name is Dustmightz, and I'm joined by C-Dubs himself. Dub C. What are we calling you? Double C? Double C Dubs? Cody? What do you want to go?
I don't know, man. I think that's on you. I don't think you can come up with your own nickname.
We'll get one for you. We'll get one for you before we're done with this run here. But right now, I'm going to call you C-Dubs.
All right.
I don't know. It'll change throughout the show. Shout out to Saturday night at 8 o'clock. This is a tough time slot, number one. Isn't there a Yankee game on or some shit?
Yeah, don't talk to me sports, man. I don't know.
I think we're trying to battle some sports and shit like that. So I don't know what the fuck's going to happen here. Who's going to be here? It don't matter. Whoever pops in. It's all good. At least it's documented on YouTube. So you can go back and watch it if you like. It's not always about being live. You know what I'm saying? But what it is about is putting some music behind us so we get this rolling here. All right, my name is Dustmightz. This is Cody. If you don't know what this is, first time here, first time watching this, we are going through a bunch of long boxes that I had as a child in the 80s and the 90s, a little bit into the 2000s. Haven't been into these boxes in a couple of years, probably about 7-8 years. I pulled some keys out of it earlier, but there may be some keys in there I don't know about because I stopped caring about comics a long time ago, and I really don't have modern comic book knowledge. So we're doing these videos here, doing it live right out the box to show you guys. Maybe someone out there watching could relive a Leonardo DiCaprio meme. You know, pointing with the drink up to his mouth. You know, so hopefully someone can say, "Oh shit, that's a key. Let me hop in the chat, or let me hit these guys up." So.
I still can't believe he won, what was it, an Emmy or an Oscar or whatever it was for like the ultimate nap movie. And I call it that because I went to see Revenant in theaters and I just took a nap through the entire thing. And I didn't.
Oh, I wasn't a fan either, dude. I don't know what the deal was at, man.
Well, I was working at a movie theater at that time, so I got to go in for free. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go see that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I go in there. I fell asleep. It was a blank white screen. I woke up. It was a blank white screen. And then all of a sudden, I was like, okay. I think I took like an hour-long nap in the middle of this thing. It was great.
There's a lot of snow.
Yeah, it was a lot of snow.
A lot of snow on that.
A lot of establishing shots. People would ask me, is it good? Is it worth seeing? I was like, don't pay your money for it. Go your printer, pull out a piece of blank paper, and just look at that for 2 hours, and you get about the same experience.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get it. I didn't understand what it is. What it is. It's cinema, and that's the way it goes. So shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio, and hopefully you guys will do that point thing with the meme thing and let us know what we got here. So moving right along, let me get us into goodbye Cody mode. I got the long box right here this time. I'm not putting it in front of me because it was super uncomfortable. And I like to reach for my beers and all that. I do have the readers out, just in case I gotta do as C-Dub said, Professor Dust. In case Professor Dust has to come out.
Late night office hours grading papers.
Yep, and I got a lot of light in here, so hopefully we'll get this going. All right, so let's jump right into this long box and see what's up. And already I'm a little disappointed right from the bench, but we'll see what's up. All right. You ready?
All right.
For some reason, we're in the Robin 2 series.
Oh, man, I picked up that entire series out of a dollar bin once.
Holograms, people. I got one with a hologram, one without a hologram. We call them holograms over here, people. 4, which I don't even remember the storyline. Is this with Drake, Tim Drake?
Yeah,
sure. Sure, okay. And then we
I
have
picked them up. I never
official,
read them.
the official Robin 2 collector's set, sealed in polybag.
Number 1. That actually is a book with money.
It's in the
Should have all
polybag.
5 versions bagged. If it's polybagged, still it's like $20.
Here's 3 polybagged. We're almost there.
That's
How
10.
many? How many were in here?
3.
2 polybagged for $1. Look at that.
Well,
Look at that.
that's
Look
a
at that.
$12 set.
Hey, look at that. Holler at me. Give you half the price off. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is weird. I don't know where the hell this came out of. This must have been I don't know where I would have gotten this book, but we got a 10 center here.
Oh.
Wow. Look at that. A Superboy 10 center. This is, please tell me I don't have to put my glasses on already.
Probably
number,
gonna have to.
Number 78. Superboy 78, Ghost of Jarrell. It's got a little bit of writing there, a little creasing and stuff. I don't even know what the
Yo,
year
put
of
that
this book.
fucker to the side.
Why? What's up?
It's like a $400 book.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Dude, it's saying $425.
Not in this condition, man.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but it's still, even if it's a quarter price of it, it's still
Dude.
$100. I
It's
ain't
got
fucking
some
with you.
writing on there. It's got some creasing. I mean, I'm not a grader. Like I said, I've been out of comics for a long time. You crazy motherfuckers with your CGC shit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not going to win any awards, but I mean, still, it's not like it's a cheap book or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
like
well,
that.
I mean, you could have someone that maybe is interested and say, "Yo, I'll throw you 50. All right, I'll take 50. Give me that
Yeah.
50."
Yeah, put that one to the side. That's a.
All
Holy
right,
crap.
This is.
What the hell?
And you know, I'm reaching. Dude, that wasn't planted, bro, at all. This is just random whatever's in here.
No. Especially with it being DC, that probably wasn't even yours.
No, I don't know, man. I used to find old school books all the time when I was a kid. I don't remember this one though, but you know,
Out of the fucking blue!
this guy comes out of the fucking blue. So
Pretty
wow.
much, man.
So does it say in how much in what grade would be $400 for this?
Yeah, $400 is going to be about a near mint. It's going to be a mint type. Yeah, it's basically a 9 to a 9.6 will get you about $400 to $450. If it's like in super poor condition where it's like falling apart in tatters, staples ripped, it's like a $2 book. But by the looks of that one, it's probably still a 50 book. Like it's probably a 3.5.
Yeah, it would probably be around a 3 or so. It's got a little writing on it though, but it's not teared or anything like that. But
Yeah.
This is interesting. I'm gonna put this to the side. We'll see what's up with that, man.
Like a $50, $60 book, easy. Because it does have a price guide for roughly what the what the grading is. So
All right, that's awesome, man. Right out the box. Nice little find there, man.
yeah, if you have any more of those Superboy books, like the cheapest one I saw was like $10. So it's like no matter what, it's a hit.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. New Warriors number 14. That's really weird swing.
Ooh,
but
Dark Hawk, God.
Dude, I was in, man. This is when I was buying books to read, not just for, also for. Look at that Cage number 3. This is real random. Wow, I like this. We're in a 90s random vein right here. Shout to everybody that's in the chat. All 2 of you right now. Shout to Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. Ugh. Another New Warriors book. Number 16. Little Tarax Unleashed. This was Bagley doing the art, so, he was hot at the time, so.
He did cover. I don't think he did inside. Oh, no, it says pencil, so yeah, he did.
All right, thank you. Really great cover right here. This is a very slept-on series, but it's making some noise now. Marvel Comics presents. This was where old artists would test things out. Writers would test some stories out. Sam Keith Wolverine cover. Look at that. That is beautiful, man. That's it's probably not worth much, but that's $100 cover in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good look, man.
That is some fucking banging shit right there, man. Sam does a great job, man.
What's the book? What's the number on that one?
92. 92 come for you.
Yeah, there's not much in that run that's worth much. But
Yeah, you like the Weapon X shit and stuff like that. That was in the first box we went through.
yeah,
Here, this is an odd one. This is a Marvel 50 center. It's a Captain America book. Captain America 263. Zek on the cover. We got a little action with the Red Skull there. This is very odd. This is an old 70s book, maybe late 70s, early 80s. I'm trying to see if there's a date on there. 81? 81. I was close.
November 81, yep.
Yeah, look at that. That's some classic shit right there. Probably not knocking down anything, but it's cool to see a cover like that. You know, something different.
That's the era of Captain America I always wanted to go back and read, but I just never had the motivation or the care, because it's like there's so much X-Men stuff that I still haven't tapped into the vein of. It's like, if I'm going to read an old issue, it's like, all right, let's go into the X-Men stuff.
All right, this is a little weird. I think we're hitting a vein from my brother, but, you know, Curse of Spawn, #1. I don't even remember that, but he was into, like, these weird off-brand books. But I don't know. This is called the Santinica Illustrations. I don't know. I don't even see anything on there, numbers or anything like that. So it could be like a one-off. I don't even know what.
I can, if you can give me like the first word, maybe. Oh, classics. Nope, that's not.
SAT. The Satanica. Illustrations. Satan IKA. All right. Let's see. Covered by Joe Chiato. Oh, it was published by Glenn Danzig from the band Danzig. Of course, this is definitely a Rolling Steel book right here, man. This is something I'd put to the side for him because it just seems like it's just some illustrations of this chick and stuff. And
yeah, it's an art book from what I can tell. It's not worth a whole lot. It's a $4 thing, but I'm not seeing Danzig on the contributors, so he may have been like an original creator on the first series or something. Because it's like there's a good number of things in the archive for like what when you type in Satanica or whatever.
Thank you, Satanica. I got a lingerie #1.
Lady Death.
You know, I don't know. Don't know. Don't remember. Not me. So we're going to keep it rolling along. Yeah, hey, another Marvel Comics presents. Sam Keith cover. Really fucking dope cover. Love this guy's art. Always has. You could always tell this is original old school copy because it's all fucking fumbled and shit. Number 104. But a great cover. Look at that. Nightcrawler. Look how dope that is, man. That's some graffiti shit right there, man.
I love the look of Nightcrawler's head on that. Like he looks more primal, more feral.
It looks dope, man. That's fucking fire right there, man. That's what I always loved about this book. You know, everybody laughed at me for buying it, but the stories were great. They tried new artists out and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. And now we're jumping into Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man number 51, Power and Responsibility. At last, Spider-Man's clone swings into action. Oh, Jesus, the clone.
Oh, Clone Saga.
A little hologramish on the cover. I don't know. That's when I was tapping out. So
yeah,
wow,
a lot of Spider-Man. There's so many different series of that, man.
And we have the reign of the Adventures of Superman 501 with a bonus Superman poster. The Metropolis Kid is back, people.
You familiar with that series, the Reign of the Superman?
I don't remember this at all.
That's right after they killed the Clark Kent character off,
and they brought him back as 5 different fucking other characters.
Yeah, there were like 5 different ones trying to basically be who's going to be Superman.
Shout out to everybody that's watching on a Saturday night at 8:13. How about them Yankees? Heard they won it. I'm just trying to stay. All right, Iron Man 300, a nice foil cover. Furl. This is when everything was unfurling back then. Come on, whoever's watching, just pop something in the chat so we know you're there. All right. And then we got a War Machine #1, Jim Rhodes, The Armor and the Attitude. Another furl cover. Newsstand edition for all you people that are snooty and snotty with newsstands. All right, we're gonna keep this rolling here, like I say, rolling. Oh man, we're in a Spider-Man vein, I think. Oh man, this is great, man. This is awesome. I love seeing this. It's been a while since I saw this book. Amazing Spider-Man 275, The Return of the Hobgoblin. Oh man, this was good shit, man.
Oh, that's a good cover there too.
Yeah, great cover, man. That cover speaks volumes right there, man. That's fucking great.
Hey, decent book right there. $25.
No shit.
It's got
what makes it a little high up? What's it? Appearance for spirits?
Probably it's the Hobgoblin. The art just seems to be good. It's a retelling of Spider-Man's origin.
All right, that's in the corner here. I see that.
Page 8 through 18. So they did a reprint of Amazing Fantasy 15 in there.
Okay. Yeah, Professor Dust is in the house. By the way.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be too much else. There's like it's a 2-story book. It's kind of a thing. So it's like a 37-page choice and challenge or whatever, and then it's also got the amazing so it's got the main story where he's fighting Hobgoblin, and then it's got the origin
at the end
for like 10 pages.
Back, yeah. It's a pretty decent condition. It's a beautiful cover, man. This is me all day back in the day, man. I used to love Spider-Man books like that. All right, Night of Ren's here, of course. I'd say jump in here, but we know how your hamsters are. The hamsters are fighting with us. I gotta push these books back. They're fighting me, people. They're fighting me. Ugh. All right, there we go. I'm gonna push them back. Push them back. Push them. Oh wait a minute! I still got this whole stack here. I'm digging in the crates, and we still got fucking dinner sitting here. We still eating appetizers. All right, we got a Web of Spider-Man number 90 hologram. Gem in the hologram.
Isn't that a tie-in book? I think I've seen that one before.
Dude, come on. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast. You asked me if it's a tie-in book. Like fucking 15 years, 30 years ago. Oh man, this is really awesome. This is, oh man.
Does it have the hologram?
Yeah, it's on the cover.
Okay. Well, no, there's one that they accidentally printed without the hologram on there. It doesn't seem to be worth anything. Like, nobody's selling those, so it's kind of one of those things where could be worth something if you find that. Could be not, but who knows? $.
Bins. Oh, man, this is beautiful. Eric Larson took over the Amazing Spider-Man after McFarlane. And I'm telling you, man, I loved some Eric Larson fucking Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, man, I loved it to death, man.
What's the number?
This is 330. It's on there with the Punisher, man. Wow. Fucking beautiful, man. Man, I know Larson adopted some of McFarlane's
quirks,
tropes, as they would say, because he needed to step in after him and didn't want to piss up the fans. And the same thing when Bagley took over, or Bagley, however you say it, took over for Larson. He picked up some Larsonisms also in his art to keep everybody happy until he kind of converted into his own. 329, first, I don't know if this is the first appearance of the Tri-Sentinel, but I remember this.
It doesn't say it is, but that is a good cover.
Yeah, pretty sweet, man. Pretty fucking sweet. It was during the Acts of Vengeance and introducing the Tri-Sentinel. He's three Sentinels in one. That would be Tri.
Well, that's the thing I don't understand about the HasLab Sentinel. They came out with the Tri-Sentinel head, but it didn't have the 6 arms.
Well, there you go. That's another $3,000. All
right.
right.
Exactly.
Wow, it seems like this Amazing Spider-Man runs all over the place a little bit, but it's okay. 345, Venom Lives, the Amazing Spider-Man. A Larson cover again, fighting the infamous Boomerang.
It's a $15 book.
All right, not bad.
It's because that's when Carnage takes over Cletus.
Oh, okay. That might be good if you have like a little run, you know?
Yeah.
And wow, another one. I really like this a lot. It is Doctor Strange and Spider-Man during the Acts of Vengeance 326. Pretty cool cover, different Strange. Different look for Strange that we all remember or know from the MCU. So maybe he was going through some change up there, but hey,
very Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, a little bit with the poly walnuts on the side and shit. Yeah. Web of Spider-Man 117. Little furl action on the cover here. It looks like they were really going crazy with the furl then, man. A lot of furl. Foil. Furl. Stay with me, people. 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Shout to the Yankees. The Spectacular Spider-Man 217, the Power and Responsibility Saga, was crossing over. Because, you know, we love the crossover.
How many Spider-Man books were running in the 90s?
You had the original Amazing Spider-Man. You had Peter Parker. Then you had Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. And then Web of Spider-Man came along. And then I believe the Spectacular Spider-Man. And then you had the McFarlane Spider-Man. And then you had Spider-Man Marvel Team Up, where he teamed up with people. A lot of Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man was a great cover. Like I said, my shit was my jam was always Spider-Man and the X-Men, and it was kind of cool that the past couple of boxes we had some X-Men, and now we're hitting a Spider-Man book. So
yeah,
no
X-Men this time night, unfortunately.
Hey, we're not over yet. We're not through the box yet. You never know. That's why you got to sit tight and watch and relax. Just kick back. Amazing Spider-Man 394. Shout to the Jackal. Say hi, Jackals. Another unfurled cover. These are just dollar books, man. But it'd be great.
You said that was $3.94?
Yeah. Well, that's not a dollar book.
No, it's just that's not the cover I'm seeing. So.
Yeah, $3.95. Amazing Spider-Man. $3.90.
Oh, 95.
$3.94. My bad. Remember who you dealing with here, man. I got my finger up Gwen Stacy's nose.
Yeah, the issue I'm seeing is got someone else on the cover. Like it's got some
maybe your app is
traveler.
wrong.
It might be.
All right.
But it's saying The Amazing Spider-Man Power and Responsibility Part 2, issue 394 from October, $1.50.
$1.50, $1.50?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to talk slang. And
No.
$1.50 is like $150. I was like, oh.
No. $1.50 book.
Thought you were bringing me some heat. Then we got Spider-Man 51, more of the Power and Responsibility series. Put that to the side. Oh, look at this! I never know I had one. I mean, I know I had them as a kid, but I guess this is great. This is a nice replay off the cover, the first one. Spider-Man 13. The black suit. Web classic. McFarlane cover. Oh man, that's just money. That's a money cover, man. I don't care what you say all day. That's money all day.
That's why McFarlane used it like 7 separate times.
Yeah, and there's so many parodies of it. Amazing Spider-Man annual, because we all know how much annuals are good. With the New Warriors. This is annual number 26. I might as well just put this in the toilet paper pile and wipe my ass just in case I run out of toilet paper.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
It's got Nova in there. Nova's kind of cool, I guess.
Shout out to Nova, Firestar action. I like the New Warriors. It was a pretty cool squad. The storyline got a little crazy for me, and I just kind of tapped out. But it was hot at the time because it was Bagley was his own first own book, you know. I had to take a little sip there. I got a little thirsty. Beautiful cover here, man. Even though if it's not worth any, I'm putting this to the side because there's no backing board. This deserves a backing board. It deserves a Mylar. Just because of the cover. The all-new, all-daring Peter Parker. We had 6 beers, 7 beers. Parker. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man 116. Look at that cover. Black suit versus Sabretooth. Look at that. That's fire right there, man. Knight of Ren said, New Warriors coming to MCU 2037. Yeah, I believe that, dude. I really do. All right, we got a Amazing Spider-Man 365 30th anniversary hologram cover. Yay. Ooh, look at it. Can you see it? It's dancing. Can you see it? It's dancing. See it? All right. let's roll into the next batch right here. Oof, another fire cover in my opinion. This is one I love, Amazing Spider-Man 244. Hobgoblin was ripping it up with him. Wow, you don't even need to see the Hobgoblin right there. That's like the Homecoming trailer right there. Bam! Look at that. Great book. Awesome book.
It's a $15 book.
Sweetness.
First appearance of Lefty Donovan, who becomes the second Hobgoblin, and then it's Hobgoblin's third appearance. So
Yeah, Lefty here, Lefty, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 286. Beautiful run here. You alright there, buddy?
yeah, just the mic decided it did a little Viagra, it just started drooping.
Yeah, it happens. You know, wait till you get to my age. It droops. Microphones droop a lot.
I believe it. I believe it.
It happens.
Where's the sad trombone music?
I'm not reaching right now. I'm not reaching. Amazing Spider-Man 286. This is part of the gang war. The series really isn't worth that much, but it's such a great read. Oh man, beautiful fucking read.
I mean, that's a $10 book still.
Yeah, but you would think, as great as the story was, you would think that it was like a jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, these are red, man. They're not like fucking beat up, but these are red copies because I used to read this storyline all the time. I think I'm gonna invest probably in it. You still good over there? What's going on?
I had to retighten the thing. I moved it.
You're retightening everything.
I'm retightening everything. It's all.
You're
falling
underneath
apart.
the sink. You're tightening up the fucking sink. I can hear you.
It's all falling apart.
I think I'm gonna go find a nice mint copy of this run just to have for me, man. Like certain books just mean so much to me, and this is the first Gang War 1, man. And this is it's a reader copy, man. This is my childhood copy. I'm not saying it's beat the fuck up, but it's definitely not going to any type of grading, All right, this one slid in here. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 363. Little Venom Carnage action here. Bagley.
It's a $20 book, and that 365 Black Hollow was $15 as well. I messed up on that. Didn't catch that one. But that one right there with the first of all, just look at Venom. It's a really good look on that one. But first appearance of Peter Parker's parents and fourth Carnage.
Yeah, so if you're building that Carnage Venom run, this is definitely something that you would want in there.
Yeah, definitely. That's just a really good cover.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. This is when Bagley was in there, man. Bagley. I'm going to say Bagley. I say Bagley, so fuck all you guys. Need a bagel. Bagel. Featuring Venom and Carnage, America's favorite killer symbiotes. Wow, they were really fucking running the game on that one here. Oh, wow. Wow, beautiful cover here, man. This is like my era. It's a 60 center. Amazing Spider-Man 245. You could tell I was a Hobgoblin fan, man. I loved me some Hobgoblin. And I do have the first appearance of Hobgoblin in my comic book rack with tattoos. Probably, I would say it's in the 9s. That copy that I have. Maybe 9.5.
So that's a weird one right there. 245. It's a $10 book, not worth a whole lot, but it's the first appearance and the death of the second Hobgoblin.
Great fucking, oh man, what a great cover, man. That's dope, man. That's that classic Spidey right there, man. Oh, it's got a little fucking stamp on it too, man. That sucks.
Night of Ren is saying it's bagel-y.
Yeah, bagel.
I'm assuming he means like of a lot of bagels.
Yeah, a lot of bagels. He's got a cinnamon raisin. Oh, a 40 center Amazing Spider-Man 193. If the Fly has all my powers, then how can I ever defeat him? And then a Fly says, "The answer should be obvious, Web Slinger. You can't." Like that Fly voice I got there?
$20 book.
Oh, wow, really? For what?
Yeah.
I guess maybe just the age?
Third appearance of Human Fly, but yeah, probably mostly to do with age, because most things around this era was about $20 to $30.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty fucking great condition for a 1979 book. It's not really beat up and everything. It doesn't even have a backing board, so Shows you how much I cared. I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Definitely, probably when I went through this about 7 years ago, I probably pulled these as, hey, this needs a Mylar. Because I have one or two. I have two of these in the spinner. So another Amazing Spider-Man 252, Secret Wars, second appearance. Well, first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man, the black costume, but second appearance. Honestly,
First appearance in the main series, yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it. So, you know,
I mean, it's a $250 book, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, look at this.
Nice.
I pulled this one too. I guess when I first went through, I don't know why I didn't pull it and put it, because I got a few of these in the spinner rack. So that's weird. That's the Carnage Part 1. It's a newsstand. It's Amazing Spider-Man 361. I know this is getting some heat right now with the movie coming out.
$225 for first print, $150 for second, but knowing you, it's probably a first.
Yeah, this is first print. Yeah, there's a couple of spine ticks, but nothing crazy. Maybe it could be pressed, you know? Yeah, I mean, this is probably, I could probably get some money for this. And I got a couple more. I got a couple more in the spinner rack. I don't know. It's been a while. I got to look at the conditions. You know? And then, you know, of course, there's another one right here.
Just, you know, $600 worth of books right there.
Just a direct copy. I don't think it's ever been out. I don't think it's been read. If I had this many copies, this is definitely not one of the readers. Like I said, I'm not a fucking grader, man. I wish I knew a little bit more, but it looks pretty fucking clean. But this is just going off the front, so.
Yeah.
I mean, even at all day, even if it's got a couple of little defects here and there that's pressable.
It's as the books get more expensive, those smaller things tend to matter more. But it's still one of those things where if it's like, oh, there's a little bit of folding around the staple, which is kind of really common for anybody who's read a book. It's like it's not that big of a deal. As like it's not going to kill you too much.
I gotta see how many I have over there, man. Just start flipping these, man. I don't, you know, what am I gonna? I'll hold on to like 1 or 2 copies, but you know, if I got like 4 or 5 copies of this book, and it's a $200 book, why not make some dough? You know?
Yeah.
What am I waiting for, you know?
Whoa! Shifting.
Yeah, it's shifting. It's fucking...
So...
That's why I hate the long boxes, man.
Night of Ren saying that most of those 361s have some sort of defect, like the cutter, whenever it was in the machine, messed up. Like when they were trimming the book down. But... I mean, I don't think, so long as it's not cutting into a panel, I don't think you'll have a hard time with it.
Well, if it's something that they know it's mass-produced that way, then it gets, I guess there's a swing on the grading, because they take it into consideration, I believe.
They would have to. I mean...
I don't know. What am I? I'm just a guy with a bunch of comics that haven't looked at in years. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 362.
That's a $25 book.
All right, well, we got 25. Ka-ching. Got another 25.
Between the two of them, it's...
I got another 25. I got another 25. Another 25. And another 25.
So you're the reason why it is worth 25 then.
I wish I had this. I think I may have this many copies of the what is that, 361? Yeah, I may just have just as many as these with the ones I have here and the ones in the rack, and some might, if there might be some more in, because this was around the time I was like, oh, buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carnage. Buy it. So, all right. Another 363. So you got the trifecta there, 361, 362, 363. So there you go for you guys that want to have that whole oh man, wow. I love this Larson book. Come on, guys. Give me some love on this, man.
Oh, I love that cover, man. Because I was looking at that one earlier. I peeked at it. That's a sick cover.
That's a fucking monster book. What up, KJ? That's a monster book. I love doing this, man. I wish I still had a little bit more knowledge, but $347. Even another monster book. Eric Larson was the one to start bringing the tongue out on Venom like that.
$20 book. Same with the last one. Both of them $20.
Hey, look, could you another $20 book?
Another $20 book.
We're finding money here, bro. Dub, we're finding money, Dubs.
That box seems to be the one that's been worth the most so far, with the 225 books and then whatever you can get for that Superboy.
Yeah, that Superboy was really weird, man. Hopefully we have more of this stuff. Like
More
that.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that weird. Come on, man. I'm not getting up. I'm not shifting this shit. All right, push it back. Push it back. We're almost halfway through. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Oh, I guess
Another $20 book.
another $20
book.
So yeah, you know, that's why it must have been. I probably. Oh, this one's all beat the fuck up. I probably just went in and just bought multiples of like all of them at once. You know what I mean? So
You and
let me get
everybody
5,
who
5, 5, and 5. But this is nice to have. I hope I have all the other ones, but you know,
Hey.
silver black. You know, I kind of like them all. I hope I still have them all. The Spider-Man. This is McFarlane #1. I'm sure I have them somewhere because I was that guy. But great stories, great series. Then we have 5. I'm sure there's going to be a vein of these somewhere down here, down the line. And then out of the fucking blue, the Shadow of the Bat, the last Arkham #1.
I liked that series a little bit. I remember reading a couple books of it. It was interesting.
I'm going to have to find a way to shift these things in a second. But hey, like I said, this box it's a box that keeps giving. It's the Punisher Warzone #1, JR on the art, man. Gotta love that.
That's a die cut cover.
Yep. If I remember correctly. Oh, yes, it is. I can feel it. Like Helen Keller. Nope. Anybody? All right. So, gotta love you some Warzone, and then we got a Warzone 2. It's weird. It's just you get a couple of bits, and then it just changes. Like now we got Superman, the Man of Steel #1. When he came back, I guess. Shadow of the Bat #2. And Punisher POV. Relax, people. We're not talking about a certain POV that you guys know about, but I guess it was like a trade or a small bind book. Yeah, we're gonna be running out of room here soon, but hey, we're gonna keep it rolling because I gotta pee. We're gonna do a halfway through the box intermission where the old man gets up and goes and takes a piss, and we clean up here. And get this box. Oh god, this is fucking frustrating as fuck. This is why a lot of people say they get short boxes.
Yep, I gotta be honest, I upgraded all my stuff to short boxes and it felt like an upgrade the minute I did it.
Yeah, well, these are old school, so I remember when I got the collection back, they were my old original boxes from the 90s and they were fucking beat. So I had to go to Zap Comics, shout out to Zap Comics in Wayne, New Jersey, and I bought some new long boxes and almost threw up in my mouth on how much these things cost nowadays.
Like $7 a piece.
More, I was like, I need 10. And then I was buying Mylars and fucking backing boards. And
the Mylars are the expensive part, honestly.
Nowadays, yeah. This is a plastic situation that's going on in this world. But hey, the Punisher invades the Nam, 53.
Wait, so is the book a Punisher book or is it a book?
I guess maybe it's a part 2 of 2. I would think it's the Punisher 53, and then because it's a flashback to when Night would know. Night would know.
Just wait. Night will tell us.
Yeah. Just hold on a minute. Ugh, what's all this fucking shit on the back of that book? Ugh. It's amazing. I wonder what fucking disease I'm going to catch by going through these books. All right, Night of Ren's nothing in the chat, so we're going to keep it rolling. The Punisher War Journal 29, the Ghost Rider trifecta. Number 30. Hey, look at that. Look at the Punisher Warzone number 1. I got dollar bills all over the house. Spider-Man number 3.
That's a cool way they did that cover, is that they did it upside down like that.
What, 3?
Yeah, if you look at like the cover, like
yeah. Torment. Oh. And I didn't catch that. Number 4. This is probably my original Spider-Man run because, hey, then we got number 2. McFarlane, Toddy Mac in his own Spider-Man. Oh man, what a great cover! I love this because you know why I'm a Hobgoblin fan. Number 6.
You going in on that Marvel Legends that they announced?
Dude, I'm trying to get out, but yeah, I don't know, dude. 7. I got a lot of thoughts about my collection of everything right now, so I don't know. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. What do I need? Why do I need this? Why is it still sitting here? My Legends have been sitting in a fucking bin because I have no way to display them. How am I displaying them? I really don't know. How am I going to do it? Well, it's been 2 years. You know what I mean? What's going to be another 2 before I figure out, hey, this is how I want to display them? You know? And then someone's got to come to my house because I'm dead and curate my collection? Ugh. I know. I'm very morbid. But number 8. hey! And look, see where we're going here. Spider-Man number 9. Looks like we got a nice vein here of Spider-Man Toddy Max. 10 with the Wendigo. Or Wendigo. I didn't like when Todd McFarlane would do these covers. I always just liked that whole full cover. I didn't, save this shit for the inside, with the little extra boxes and shit like that.
Yeah.
But wow, this is a sweet cover too. But I think he was just running and cranking them out. 12. Sorry, am I boring you?
No, I was still trying to figure out that Punisher one.
Yeah, Night of Ren said what? So
I figured it out. It's from a book called Nom. And
yeah, the Nom. Okay, so it was a Nom book with the Punisher.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the Punisher book in the Nom. This was cool. If you remember this one, X-Force joined Spider-Man.
Poor EE. He showed up right as we were talking about you dying.
Bro, you know how we do things, man. You know how that is. And then we got that McFarlane and Liefeld switch places. And, this is a cool book because it's all that way. It's pretty different. And,
that's a Liefeld book?
I think Liefeld did the art on this, and then McFarlane did the art on the other one. Or, I don't know, there was some sort of swap with this storyline. I forgot exactly. I'm sure Night of Ren will tell me. But if I remember
that's the last
correctly,
McFarlane on Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And Liefeld did a special assist. I'm just interested in that because it's weird to me. Because Spider-Man, all of his art has feet and hand, as a predominant feature. And it's Liefeld.
All right. Well, this is the time of the program where we're halfway through the long box, and the old man has to go take a piss. So, Dub C, can you keep them entertained for about 3 minutes?
Yeah, we can try. We can do a recap real fast of what we found.
Perfect, man. That's perfect, man. Let's do that.
Yeah. So, for those of y'all who came late, a little tardy to the party, we pulled out a Superboy number 78 from January of 1960. Was not in great condition, but hey, it's there. So that one, good condition, is like a $400 book. So it was kind of interesting to see that one come out, especially with Dust not being a huge DC guy. Just stuff like that is wild. So even probably still $50 to $100 book, depending on the condition. Then got a couple first appearances of Carnage that he never pulled out years ago. $200 books and couple $25 stuff around that time. So I mean, so far this has been the most valued box. I just don't know nearly as much about the stuff we're pulling out this time like I did with the X books to be able to. Yeah, definitely hidden gems. No doubt about that. Some weird stuff came out of this box, like some sort of illustrated book of Satanica. I'm not familiar with that one. If anybody in the chat is, let me know. Is it worth my time to go read those ones, or should I just let them stay in the dollar bin collecting dust? Had a first Curse of Spawn. Was the only Spawn book this box. So if you're hoping for Spawn books, it wasn't there. So you're wanting to try and find an X-Men 109 in this one. I don't know what that book is off the top of my head. So let's see what we can find out about that. Yeah, I mean, isn't it every couple years that the Silver Age books just kind of jump off and hit another like price increase?
Sorry guys, I had to go take care of business, and then I had to clean up the plate in front of us. I had a nice little stack here, but hey dude, I like that recap shit. That was awesome, dude.
Hey,
that you remember that shit, man. That's awesome.
I got that young man brain.
Yeah, well, I gotta get into Professor Dust mode. Hi. I can't see in front of my face anymore. It's getting that bad. But shout out to everybody that's with us Saturday night. Shout out to the Yankees. That's the biggest thing I think I know right now that's going on. It's like the Yankees won, but
Knight's hoping that you pull an X-Men 109. I went and pulled to see what that issue was. First appearance of Weapon Alpha, which looks to be Vindicator, the Canadian superhero from Alpha Flight.
Guys, I don't know. Remember, this is book 4. This is box 4 of, I believe, 10. 9 or 10. So
you don't even know if you've got it. But I mean, if we find it,
remember.
If we find it, it's over $100 book, so it'd be cool to see. But I'm not like with the amount of random stuff we've seen this box. It's like
if we find it, I'm sending it to Night Around for free.
There you go.
Because that's the type of guy that I am. Maybe not really. May have to pay shipping. I think shipping is probably about $85. It's fair enough, right? I think that's fair enough. All right. I'm reaching, people. I'm reaching. Oh, man. Saturday night at 8 o'clock. I think, I think Saturday night at 8 o'clock is tougher than fucking Friday nights at 8 o'clock. So
Knight says if you pull it, he's in.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep this rolling here. Thank you. Having a little fun here. Spider-Man, number 14. This is the Toddy Mac. Beautiful cover, man. Wow. That is a really nice cover, man.
And then which one again? Sorry, I gotta get back.
14. I'm sorry. And here I am thinking I'm digging back into what we just pilled out of here, but once again, another hologram. Web of Spider-Man.
That's the second one of that one we've pulled.
Number
so far,
90. Yeah. That's why I was like, am I in the same buy? Am I in the same? Because another 363.
Another $20 book.
Hey, we got $20 all over the place. I'm tripping over 20. I'm tripping over Jackson's here. He's on the
like
20,
even
right?
if you sell them for half price, I mean that's that's lunch.
Yeah, even if I sell them for $5, come get them. Hold on, I gotta take a stop here. This is the reason why I gotta take a piss because Irish crickets. Oh. Shout out to having a Saturday off. It's been a minute. Sunday off, excuse me, so they're gonna house Saturday. Amazing Spider-Man 276. This is my era, guys. This is my era. Oh man, love it. Love it all day, every day. Hobgoblin early Spider-Man 75 center right there, man. Beautiful cover, man. Beautiful cover, man. I love that shit all day. And keeping it rolling. Another great cover.
170 something?
278. Sorry. I know. I forgot. Dubs. C-Dubs is back there doing the homework on the. He's playing a microchip back there on the computer.
Microchip.
He's my microchip right here.
Gotta make that 12-core processor work.
I can't wait, man. My new computer got here already. It's going to take me at least 3 weeks to get everything up and situated with that. But, oh, man, it's going to be a computer that's going to take me to the grave. You know? Oh, i7, 12 gigs of RAM. Oh, it's going to have like 4 terabytes. Oh, dude. All this music shit, all this streaming shit. I won't have to jump from computer to computer, splicing wires to make shit work. But, hey, back to this. Great book, man. Love this cover. Love the way it looks. And now we're jumping. Wow, I told you this Spider-Man, but it's really all over the place. Now we're a modern 327. But hold on, this is for some reason doubled. There's 2 books in there. Oh, there's a Cable 1. The twofer.
All right, give me a second on that.
Yeah, so. Cable 1 and part 1 of 2 and 327. Nice Larson Spider-Man versus Magneto book. Very good run, man. If you guys don't know about the Larson run on Amazing Spider-Man, what a great run back then. Man, this is a great Spider-Man box so far, man. I'm very happy. Because you know what? It's nice to have another X-Men box. Because, you know, X-Men, you know, the mutants are where it's at. But it's cool because we had like 2 boxes that were pretty mutant heavy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to break this one up here with this stuff.
And then you still get a mutant out of there.
Yeah. And another great book, Amazing Spider-Man 289. This is definitely a reader. This is something that as a kid, I read a lot. Just by looking at the condition of this. Remember, guys, this is my childhood collection. This isn't me in my 20s saying, you know, this is me in my mid to late teens. And maybe even younger in some books that I have here. You know, run into the store with my fucking paper buddy, my paper route money, and
so I mean, in that condition, you'd say probably about $15 book, but normally it's a $25 book.
Okay, I think I have another one of these that I bought later on, and just to have a nicer one. But
yeah,
so that one, these are kind of books that I would probably purchase again, not because I'm collecting again, but just for personal reasons. You know
Nostalgia,
what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that is the first appearance of the 4th Hobgoblin, also called Jack O'Lantern.
Jack O'Lantern, yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Not really.
Well, he's Irish.
Jack, but yeah. And pat me groin.
Let's say he is Irish. His last name is O'Lantern.
Good night, folks. I got nothing else on that one. His name is O'Lantern. O'Lantern. We're not bringing you just comic books. We're bringing you cheesy fucking comedy, and thank you guys for being here with us. I appreciate it. All 4 of you. But, you know, we get the views later on. You know, these get views later on, so I'm not worried about that. Not worried about views. I'm just doing this just to get this out there. Spider-Man, number 17 with Thanos. What are you going to do about that? Mr. Stark, not feeling too good.
That's some wild Thanos art.
Well, that's original Thanos, man. That's old school. Yeah. And again, another one of my favorite covers. You know me. Toddy Mac. Give me some Toddy Mac with Hobgoblin all day, every day. Even when he draws him with the big nose. Caca, like me. I got a Schnazola. All right, out of the fucking blue here, we did Adventures of Superman, number 21 from 1991. Last son of Krypton. Last son of Krypton. Not Krypton, we say Krypton over here. And by the way, if my name was O'Shea, I would legally change it to Oh Shit. Just for the fuck of it. Right?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Oh, shite. S-H-Y-T. Right? Anybody? My hands smell like old comic books. All right, this is going to be a tough one right here, but we're going to hold these up and we're going to do them all. We're going to do a $5 right here because this is when Sleepwalker came out.
What?
Sleepwalker. This is around the same time as Darkhawk and oh yeah, he's going to be the hottest guy in the world, and let's throw him together with everybody. And yeah, Sleepwalker 1 through 5.
So right issue 1's a $10 book, and that's after it's gone down in price recently.
Yeah. Oh well, this is a pretty cool cover though. It's Blevins and Brett and versus Spider-Man. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool in there, pretty cool cover. But this is when they were like taking chances, via Darkhawks and all that shit,
Yeah, I mean, all those. To be honest with you, these ones started to feel more like.
He said these ones.
Yeah, these ones, like Sleepwalker and Darkhawk and stuff like that. Silver Centurion or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
like
Deathlock.
Yeah, that stuff just reminded me a lot more of like a weird DC kind of third string character.
Dude, they were fishing, man.
Yeah,
they were fishing. They were trying to just see who they could catch with a new cut. Throw Punisher in there. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a Sleepwalker with Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher, Cable.
Well, there's one with Spider-Man. I can tell you right now because you just held it up.
Mm-hmm. And we have number 6. Going with the Spider. That is the worst cover I ever fucking saw.
That weird ass cosplay going on.
Yeah, we're gonna go 7 and 8, and look, 8 has him with the infamous Deathlock. Shout to the chat squad. Come on, guys, give me something here. And we're gonna continue with 9 and 10. I didn't tap out yet. What's wrong with me? Why didn't I tap out?
Were you reading this, or were you just spec buying?
Probably spec buying. I don't remember reading these books whatsoever. I would go comic book day. I would buy everything that I liked, hot, read all my regular books, and then I would go Saturday when I got my other check because I had 2 jobs, and I would go and buy spec books and just pick up the extra shit that I didn't have the money for.
Right.
On comic book day. Oh, look at that, 11. Look at that. Ghost Rider, I told you.
There's your Ghost Rider.
There's your Ghost Rider. Ka-ching.
Once we find the Wolverine and the Punisher, we've completed the quadfecta.
And right here, with this cover right here, this is the reason why I bought this. It says right there on the top, collector's item, first issue. I gotta buy 7 copies, Warlock and the Infinity Watch. Which you don't know with things that are happening with the cosmic universe. This may come around to something in 30 years from now. Ugh.
Maybe. I mean,
and
it's hard to say on some of that
this
stuff.
Is when Adam Warlock. This is when Adam Warlock took hold of the Infinity Gauntlet and was. And then, hey, Night of Ren, you there? Night of Ren. Knock, knock, knock. Night of Ren. Come on. I know there's a lag in the chat, but Night of Ren, you there? Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Night of Ren.
My arm!
Night of Ren.
My arm!
Night of Ren.
My arm!
All right, we're just going to do it anyway. Night of Ren, we have a mutant book here.
I was hoping it was 109.
Yeah, imagine that, dude. Uncanny X-Men 287. I'd be like this. You would just see my arm do this, put it to the side. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't.
So you said that was what, 207?
Yeah, 287. Excuse me.
287.
I'm sure we went through this in one of the other books.
Probably, but doesn't hurt to double check to make sure. Yeah, not a whole lot, just some origin of Bishop.
Shadow of the Bat 3 and 4. I guess I mean I know we've seen this for a while. It's a 4-issue series. I would say that we finished it.
It's not. But that so it's like it was a long running series, but the way it did is artists and writers would come in and write for 4 issues, and then they'd cycle them out. So if you wanted to work on a Batman book, you could work on a Batman book, and
that's dope.
They'd cycle you out pretty quick.
So it's kind of like that Marvel Comics Presents type shit.
Yeah. At least that's what I remember of it. I picked up a bunch of issues at one of our 50% off sales at the comic book shop here. That I was getting them out of the dollar bin for 50 cents a piece. They're not worth anything, but there's some good reads in there.
Let me ask you something. Is there wrestling on tonight?
Not the person to ask, man.
I don't know because
I'm a part of the group because I like keeping up with it, but I don't keep up with when.
No, I'm just saying
because I don't got the time for that.
8 o'clock on a Saturday, tough night, man. We usually go earlier though. We usually do these at 7 on Saturday because I usually do one. I usually do one too many at 9. I'm not doing one too many tonight, so. All right. Moving it along into the Image line, we have Wildcats number 1. Flex, 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 flex. Little Jim Lee action right there.
Oddly enough, the most expensive Wildcats thing I know about is actually the cartoon, the cartoon DVD box set. That thing goes for like $200.
Dude, because it was just so short-lived.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. Then we got Youngblood #2, a little image action here. So who knows where... We're a little bit halfway through this box, so let's see where we're going here. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit here. It's 9 o'clock. Superman #20, The Mark of the Krypton Man. Like I said, very random Superman books here and there. Little DC sprinkled in here. This is like you got the Instapot out, you know, and you're just throwing shit in there. You don't know what you're going to get when you know. All right. Oh, I forgot. There's the Spectacular Spider-Man, too, because Peter Parker branched off. And 161. Great cover. Little cheesy art, but I like it. Hobgoblin says, let's party. Shout
Puma.
Puma, man.
Puma looks like he stole that outfit out of Sabretooth's closet.
Puma, man. He's so slept on, Puma. Bro, I fuck like a Puma. Name that show. All right, Spectacular Spider-Man #162, Hobgoblin versus Carry-On, or Korean, or Carry On, or should we carry on with the show?
Carry on, my wayward son.
Carrying on. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh man, I missed those books. Wow, that was some good shit."
Sounds like you're doing a Dust comic drop on Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man 178. Where Kraven's Last Hunt ended. Wow. Of course, I probably don't have Kraven's Last Hunt. I don't think.
First appearance of the Ravencroft Institute, which appears to be like a Arkham type thing.
All right. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus, 75 center. From not 86, 124 is the book. And I did that without the glasses. Look at that. Look at that. Cool cover.
I don't even know.
Peter Parker, Spider-Man, 124.
Spider-Man 124 from the 80s.
These fucking books are driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Oh, maybe it's the music that's pissing people off.
They ain't feeling the jams tonight.
Come on, man. You need like some dirty synthwave, man. Synthwave is the shit. I'm just
down.
happy. It's just royalty free, and I'm happy, man. Gets me fucking open. Doom, 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 doom. Nothing on that book, huh?
Oh, I can't even figure out what series it is because when you get down to
Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, 124.
the problem is when you get back that far, some of the times they'll put like the Spectacular Spider-Man, but it's actually just an Amazing Spider-Man book.
Okay, because I think they dropped the Peter Parker and they went with Spectacular after a certain time.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything.
Let me ask the chat.
Let's try this because you said it was 120.
Hey, chat, what do you think?
Oh, found it. Yep, it was Spectacular Spider-Man, and it's like $5.
Hey, look at that. Not even worth the time.
Dollar bin
Look at
book.
Silver Surfer, back again. Brand new series, #1. #1. Stick around, people. Looks like we're jumping from #1 to 63. All over the place, like a bad rash on this one. We're just going to keep the Silver Surfer just rolling at you. Live tonight here, we got the Silver Surfer action, number 64. Very cosmic. Very cosmic. Wow, this came out of the fucking blue at 35 center. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. 28. First, I don't know if it's first appearance, but your superpowers can't save you from Carry-On, Parker. It's a Milgram cover. Not the best condition, but hey. It's an old school book there, man. 35 center.
$55 book.
Wow, not in this
Let
condition.
me make sure of it though. Let me just verify.
But-
Hold the cover up.
Oh, this is beat up a little. Not crazy beat up, but
Yep.
it's
It's the second time Frank Miller apparently did the artwork for Daredevil.
in
I
a
don't know
Peter
if
Parker
that's
book.
what it is. I don't know if it's probably just because it's Silver Age.
That used to be my nickname.
Silver Age.
Yeah. it's something special. Just shout out to old school ROC humor there. Silver Surfer 62. I'm not gonna get crazy because this book is probably worth crapola. Silver Surfer 4. Oh boy. Why don't I just go this so we really don't have to go crazy. 54, 55, 56. I don't remember reading any of these. 57.
44 is the only one that has any kind of
58.
value.
59, 60. What was I doing? Why was on Silver Surfer's dick like this? 61. And then out of the blue, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 27. I wonder why I bought this book. Oh, guest appearance by Wolverine. Nice art on the cover, though. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Jackson Geis. Pretty cool. Pretty cool book. And then Quasar 24. I don't know, I guess maybe I was in that cosmic shit. I don't remember, man. I really don't remember, honestly. I was a young buck. And this is great. This was a one-off that they did. This is a pretty awesome book. Phoenix, The Untold Story. Featuring the original, uncensored, never-before-published conclusion of the saga of Phoenix. But kind of probably a little bit of a reprint / wrap-up. Added a little extra right there. Night of Ren.
He went
probably
to
not
the
worth
winner or
much, but
something.
probably not worth much, but it was always a cool, man. I was, me, X-Men with everything. And then it bears its ugly head once again. Robin 2 number 1. 2 copies, 2 covers.
So that Phoenix Untold, it is a pseudo reprint of 137, but they changed the ending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a $12 book, but yeah, basically it's whatever the original. Oh, I remember because Claremont talked about this. There was something up with the ending that he was going to change it, but they made him change it.
Oh, Marvel wasn't on board, so
yeah.
So he eventually was able to release it the way.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to kill Jean Grey.
Oh.
And it was Jim Shooter's idea, and Shooter they walked up and they're like, well, why don't we just kill her? And he's like, yeah, do that. And they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, just kill her. We're done. Her story's over. Move on. And then they couldn't back him off of that position.
Well, Shooter was tough, man. Shooter was tough.
He had to be. He started in comics when he was like 16.
I know. He had that position, man. And you know what? I'm not going to argue because the time when he was editor, it was a tough time. A lot of heavy things came out, bro. A lot of good things came out of that.
But any of the talent, like the artists and the writers, could have easily have tried to bully him just because of his age and his relative inexperience. But no, he put his foot down and said, no, this is what we're doing.
I think it was his facial expressions, his complexion looked very, it was, because he's very pocky. He had the pocky face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stone face. He was like a stone face. He was like an amazing Spider-Man villain, you know what I mean? You could put him in Gang War.
What was
Stone
it,
face.
What was that guy's name? Tombstone?
Yeah.
I just remember because that Marvel Legends. That figure was on the shelf for so long at my Walmart. Like it's the only reason I was like, oh look, Tombstone's here.
Yeah, let's make it again.
Frankenstein knockoff.
Let's do it. Well, he was a mafia dude, man. He was mobbed up. Yeah, he was like an enforcer for the mobs and stuff.
Okay.
So it was all part of the gang war with the Rose, and you had the Kingpin. Oh, really, like I said, really good story arc. That's something that you should look into reading, man.
Yeah.
I'll dig it out. I'll probably have it digitally.
Well, I need a guide on like just what are some good like essential stories that's like not necessarily like, oh yeah, you got to read the Clone Saga, you got to read Kraven's Last Hunt, but like some of the more niche ones where you get into more of the character and less of the large events.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a good series, and it kind of like opened up the whole criminal underworld for Spider-Man, which of course is part of Daredevil's world, and you know what I mean.
Street level heroes, yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like the Netflix series.
Daredevil, Elektra, Luke Cage.
Yeah, really. Oh, it was and just to see like the battle, like Hobgoblin switching sides and being I got to read it again. It's been a long time since I read it, but I remember as a kid that it was really cool. Especially like getting into like mob movies and stuff like that. All right, rolling around the Punisher, giant size 50, 51, and 53. We're gonna trifecta that, get it into the pile, and keep rolling. Motherfucker! Sorry, I keep falling down.
Fighting you.
Yeah. Punisher 54, The Final Days.
The 53 has a really cool cover. I really did like that one. It's very like
50's cover is pretty dope, man. But 53 is pretty. Yeah.
It's got a very noir type.
Yeah, I like that. That looks dope.
That's a really good cover.
I mean, you could throw it up there as like, another Punisher shooting cover, but
yeah. But it's like the lighting is really good on it because like everything's dark except for his face and the chest where the muzzle flashes are highlighting it. I don't know. I really dig that one.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, and it's all about, honestly, like I said, I always said back in the day, the covers is what sells the book.
Oh yeah,
honestly. And you know what? Speaking of that, number 55. It's a nice cover, but I'm segueing to another thing here. But what do you think I'm at next?
Probably Punisher 56, but knowing the fact that you're doing something, it's probably saying no.
No.
Is it X-Men 109?
No, it's not X-Men number 9. It's going around the path of covers here. The infamous 57 with the newspaper-bound brown cover thing that they went with here. This is during the whole cover thing. How can we get people to buy multiple copies?
Here's the thing. That's the direct edition. Like there was no other cover. Like there is another cover for the newsstand edition, but that's the only one. The newsstand edition is like some picture of some shirtless dude with bandages on his face. Like this thing looks like a porno freaking cover, man.
I'm sure this is just dollar books anyway. So.
Oh yeah, it's not worth anything. But is it actually newspaper print or is it just like newspaper colored?
I forgot what it was. There was something about it. We'll open it up right here live. Right out
cracking
the
open the pack.
Dude, this hasn't been opened. What was the year on this book?
1991.
There you go. Since 91.
December 91, yeah. Oof.
Still got the good smell. If I'm dead tomorrow, you know why. It was hold on. What is this? I'm licking my fingers.
Oh, it's like it got a construction papery look to it.
It is, yeah. It's like a. And
there's the cover. That I was telling you about.
There's your porno cover. There it is. So
like,
this is
I don't feel like I'm off base with that description though.
It's kind of like just a brown paper bag type cover that has a wanted dead or alive on the back.
So the direct edition had that second cover over the top then, and then the main cover was that one on the inside there.
Yeah, with the live bandages and shit.
Yeah, like they did a series of those for the Danger Girl series. Where it was all cosplayers being the Danger Girls. I mean, I collected up all those because they were freaking awesome. But it's like, I know Vampirella has been doing that recently.
Ella.
Where they hire models to dress up as her and they do photo shoots for them and then they become the cover.
That's dope. Yeah, so that's awesome, man. We opened up a comics from 91 live right here. Hasn't... And I'm probably going to fuck it up by putting it back in this Dude, back in the 90s, they made these bags so tight. It was like skinny jeans.
God.
These bags are like
cool. You got 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so there you go with them. Right there, your special covers. And out of the blue, a Punisher Warzone number 3. Beautiful cover, man. JR, man. I really... The more I go back, I really love his art, man, and the way he just found his own unique style and very big, bulky. 62. Looks like we're on a Punisher vein. This is not War Journal. This is Punisher. 58. The Final Days kind of reminds me of the Zek covers from his limited series a little bit. From his first series. 59, 60, two copies of 60, probably because Luke Cage was in it, and they were pushing him back then. So 61.
Were you a big Cage fan?
No, just bought it on spec status.
Got it.
I remember the original series from as a kid, or younger child, but not when I was in. And then we hit a Silver Surfer vein, 3745. This is a really fucking cool cover. Look, Mephisto. Nobody? Mephisto? Everything's Mephisto. And
all I know is that he's the one that did that deal with Spider-Man to ruin his marriage.
Silver Surfer 50 furl cover. This is a big deal back in the day. You had to have that 50 with the furl. And then we're still rocking 51, 52, 53. I really don't know why I was into Silver Surfer that much. I do not remember reading these books, but hey.
I mean, there's only 2 books in here that seem to have any kind of value for Surfer on that run.
And we have Spider-Man 24. Doppelganger there. And the Demi-Goblin. The Demi-Goblin. You can see the doppelganger behind him while the Demi-Goblin is making some pottery. No? Nobody? Ghost?
I never watched that movie.
Demi-Goblin? All right.
Oh, Demi Moore, I got you.
You guys suck balls here tonight. Trying to bring you some cheap comedy.
Looks like Night of Ren's back. He asked if we found X-Men 109. Yeah, it's coming straight at you.
I put it in a mailer and they picked it up 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, Mike's Zek Punisher series.
Make sure you get $56 goes to Dustmightz at yahoo.com on my PayPal. So. Hey, this is a rando. It's a 40 center. Amazing Spider-Man. 193. I think we did this already with the Fly.
Yeah,
I got another one. We got another one.
That's a couple $1 book, if I remember
That's
right.
weird. Yeah, I pulled it. Wow, look at that classic. Remember this back? I remember this as a kid.
I was about to say, remember what does?
Yeah, you don't remember.
That's a $20 book. So
yeah, I was like, wait a minute, we already went through that, and it just came right out the box, right over here.
Yeah.
So, Avengers 317. Not really was a big Avengers fan, but I think probably because of the Spider-Man guesting, I just picked it up for shits and giggles to read. I always did that every once in a while. I would just pick up random books just to give it a little... 365 with the furl, Amazing Spider-Man. I think this is the second one, right?
Yeah. That's a $25 or $30 one because it's first appearance of Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, this is a $25 book?
Yeah, 25 or 30.
All right, we'll put that to the side. That's worth putting to the side. It's funny. Night of Red said,
What?
Yep, $56 coming to you in pennies. Get ready. You remember Seinfeld?
Dude, some dude actually did that at the DMV.
Kramer said, hey, you Gak? It was a Gak, right? It was Todd Gak? Or who
I've never watched Seinfeld.
Man. I think it was Gak. He's like, you Gak? But I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I never watched Seinfeld, so.
No, before that. I'm sorry.
Oh, some dude actually went to the DMV and paid his like $300 parking ticket in pennies, and because it's legal tender and they're a government entity, they're not allowed to deny you paying that way.
Wow.
So what was that Avengers number real fast?
And then he went into the parking lot and had more tickets on his car. 317. Guest star in The Amazing Spider-Man, but
Probably
not for long. I don't know. This is very random. You know, I like a box like this. This is a pretty dope box. We're almost at the end here, guys. I know I tried to get this done within an hour, but it looks like we're going to go a little bit longer here, but who cares? If you're not watching live, thank you guys for watching us after the fact. Be
That's
here
the
live.
second book where Spider-Man's an Avenger, apparently. Like, Spider-Man's time as an Avenger starts at 316.
Now this is the Amazing Spider-Man 277. Cool cover, but it was kind of weird with all that garb on the side. This is like, they're just trying to cram so much into this book, too much. Hey, buy me. Hobgoblin, Daredevil, Kingpin. Wendigo. You know what I mean?
I like Wendigo, though.
Yeah, but when you look at this book, it just looks like this cover is so dope, and it's kind of like just...
Yeah, and then they put all that stuff on there to distract
they
from
crowbar,
the art.
Yeah. They crowbar it in there for you to buy it, and it just kind of loses... You lose that love for the Mystery of Hobgoblin deepens, guest starring Daredevil, and shocking confrontation with the Kingpin. Special feature, Charles Vess, Cry of the Wendigo. So
I get what you're saying, because like,
filler book.
I buy a bunch of like regular books and stuff like that. Big literary person, but they always put on there like all of the quotes and the blurbs and then these stupid like stamps and seals or like now a Netflix series all on the cover. It's like you're taking away from like whatever the cover art was by putting all that crap on there.
The Punisher 2, out of the blue.
Punisher number 2.
Really weird. Then 42. Crazy cover right there, man. That would not fly nowadays.
No.
That's that National Lampoon. Buy this issue of the Dog Guys.
God.
Great cover here. 45. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent one.
Oh, Punisher had some fucking really brutal shit, man. All right, stop. I'm yelling at my comic books. All right, we got a little bit of a Punisher vein, I guess. Oh, fuck. Oof, not good. Not good. They fell.
Uh-oh.
Only 2 issues. This is where I pull a fucking get a Charlie horse in my leg by pulling that maneuver. Fat guy. Great getting a Charlie horse live. All right, 47, 49, the Punisher. I don't know. We're in a Punisher vein.
The minute you say that, it's all of a sudden going to be some sort of weird shit.
Well, yeah, of course I did. Now it's stopped. Now we're in Web of Spider-Man 26, more holograms.
Web of Spider-Man 26. That's that
Not
hologram.
Web, it's not Web, just Spider-Man. Sorry, just Spider-Man, the McFarlane book, 26. The hologram, the holograms. And then, out of the fucking blue. Shout out to Hurricane B Flex, little Savage Dragon action. I know he's a big fan. Yeah. I know I got a couple of these. This one's not even doesn't even have a fucking backing board, man. What was I thinking?
But it looks like it was in Mylar, was it, or no?
No, it's just one of those fancy, flashy fucking plastics. Yeah. Another Silver Surfer 50, because if you don't have one, you better have 2. Back in the day. And then, wow, this is really cool. We're back into another old school Spider-Man kind of run here. Peter Parker 74, 60 center. Classic covers and shit, man. I'll buy these all day for a couple bucks, man. $2-3. I'll go through a box and I'll buy these, man. Peter Parker 114 to 70. Look at that cover, man. Can you get any classic Spider-Man than that?
No, that's actually some really good stuff. Yeah.
Climbing of a building.
I love the
like
perspective,
that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just really fucking cool stuff, man. And oh man, I love me Spider-Man. There was a time.
Sorry, that is a key issue, as in the story is called The Key.
Ah, great. Let me put that to the side. I just collected. I guess this is when Peter Parker went to the Spectacular, because it's 146. And we got my man in the back. You see him, Mr. Hobgoblin. Anything Hobgoblin. And he had Pete Puma. I don't like coffee. Gives me a headache. 111. This is a nice Peter Parker run right here. 108. Black Suit Spidey. Kind of a generic. Gotta stop the bank robbers type cover. And then it gets weird. We got a Web of Spider-Man 3. Now, is there going to be a Web of Spider-Man 1 and 2? I don't know, but we're jumping to 26. Very slept-on series was the Web of Spider-Man. A lot of one-offs.
If I get into Spider-Man, I'm going to need like a Spider-Man Sherpa to like guide me through it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like Amazing was like the key book, but like Peter Parker, they could try things, and it was like side stories, and like Web just became one-offs, and really stuff that didn't really affect the main Spider-Man timeline at first. Is Web of Spider-Man 27.
That's kind of what I like about stuff like that. It's like I would love volumes where it's like you don't have to know everything. Like you could just know a couple things.
You just jump right in. Yeah.
If there's something, if there's something you need to know, like we'll tell you about it, but it's like we're not going to focus too much. Like you don't have to know about all the like Gwen Stacy, how she died, how it affects him mentally, all that kind of stuff. It's like that stuff's not that necessary. Doesn't need to be a 12-year arc. You know.
Web of Spider-Man 47, Return of Hobgoblin during the Inferno series. This is red. That was definitely read a lot, man. that spent
Is
a lot
that
of time.
that's not the same Inferno that the X-Men were a part of, or is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was, it went through all of it. Web of Spider-Man 48. More hobgibbly goblin action for you.
Goblins. That's his origin story, though.
Goblin dust. And wow, this is really weird. Out of the blue, Wonder Man 1. The one-off, I believe, with the Bill Schwinsch cover. Beautiful book. Look at that artwork.
Oh,
right there,
I
man.
remember that cover.
Yeah, the Bill Schwinsch, which I can't pronounce the dude's name. From New Mutants fame and, very abstract artist, man. Really great artist, man. I used to hate his artwork as a kid, but now as an adult, I fucking love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And backing that off, we go with the Wonder Man series. So hopefully when they bring Wonder Man into the MCU, this might be a spec book. Nathan Fillion, where are you? Call me.
Is Nathan Fillion doing that series?
It's been rumored.
I mean, he looks like it, so I think it would work.
I mean, I don't think it's somebody that's film worthy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm stretching him. I'm out of my
The character or the actor?
The character. I would think that it would be kind of cool to get a Disney Plus series with him. Being, he's a superhero but an actor at the same time. So it's kind of cool. It's different. And then it looks like we're on a Wonder Man run. I'm just gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it stops because that's what we do here. And then we go to Ghost Rider 16.
So,
Oh, wait.
Knight of Ren's here, hooked on phonics for us. He's saying that guy's last name is
Sienkiewicz. I like Sienkiewicz better. Bill
Ceviche.
Sienkiewicz. It's
Bill
still
Ceviche.
Yeah, sure. It's like when you go to the grocery store, where's the Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah, the Worcestershire.
You know where the Worcestershire sauce is? When they come to me, I say it's in the Worcestershire sauce aisle.
What number of
Ghost
Rider
Rider
was that again?
16.
Let me see that cover.
And then come on, guy, we're at the end.
I
Bro.
apologize.
We at the end, guy. We at the end. Look at that.
Well, there's
You got Johnny Blaze. You got Johnny Blaze, Spider-Man, and the Hobgoblin.
And what is that? The Denny Ketch era?
Yeah, this is some acts of vengeance shit right here, man.
Yeah. No, I was making sure because that's the volume 3 as opposed to the volume 2, and it changes the value.
All right, then New Warriors 13. This is randos, guys, randos, and we're gonna pull the last stack, guys. This is it.
For the home stretch.
This is it for box number 4. And wow, if you didn't have this and you didn't have 20 copies, where were you, buddy? Ghost Rider.
It's a good cover.
Number 15, the glow-in-the-dark cover, man. If you didn't have this hanging up on your walls when you were a youngin',
Yeah.
right under a light so it glowed every time you shut it off. Classic, man. This is a beautiful book, man. Ain't worth shit, but it's a beautiful book. That's something that people need to have that in there. What's that?
I said you're not wrong there.
Yeah. And
So
look,
many people bought it. They did a second print run of it too.
yeah. And probably the second print's probably worth more than the first.
Yeah, by $1. It's not like
Yeah.
right
See,
home
how shady is that shit? Hey, we got more Robin 2s here.
Oh God!
Dude.
Did you have a hard on for Robin at that time or something?
Dude, I hated DC. It was just somebody told me to buy the books.
Oh jeez.
Because you know how it always is. You go to this is the 90s, man, the late 80s, early 90s. The comic book guys running the fucking place were like, yeah, you got to buy that. That's going to be worth a lot of money. That's a hot one. Okay.
Well, the more people buy it, the less you need to buy it.
Dude, it was the worst time of my life. I'm buying comic books and records at the same time for sampling because I was making music at the same time. So I was buying like high and all my money was going to comic books, and I was going into Manhattan on West 27th and 7th Avenue. There was a liquidator's place where I was buying 3 for $1 records, and I was there so much the owner said, "You want to go down into the basement?" And I went down to the basement, and we had thousands of crates of records with rats and fucking mold and dripping pipes. I would go down there at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd come up at like 7 o'clock at night, and I have like fucking stacks of records, man, stacks. That's how I started my record collection, and got into sampling and making music.
And now,
in the late
now
'80s.
that collection is a single crate.
I at one point in time I had 30 some odd crates, and then I had to. That was after I rebuilt my collection, man. Oh, dude, through so much, man. All these years. So yeah, man. Well, that's a little Dustmightz history right there.
Well, and I gotta be honest with you, because whenever I did my collecting of books, because I did a lot of the old comic books before I sold them all off. The only reason why I missed those is because I missed the memory of like whenever I pull that thing, I go, oh, I got this here at this time or whatever. Because I remember I'd pop into random places and they'd have like random comics for $1. I was like, well, shit, what's in here? Should I just buy the box kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like those hunting memories are kind of what stick with me more than the actual collection.
Exactly.
It's something that I'm noticing that I'm like with the modern retail stuff. As much as I like the modern retail stuff from aesthetically, like as far as toys and stuff like that, you don't get that same hunt. Even if you're going to try and hunt them at the store at Target or whatever.
Like even going through these right now, some of these books, I remember certain comic book stores where I was at when I bought them, but I'm not getting it. You know what I mean? We will be here for like 7 hours. Right. And this was the problem when I first got this collection back, and I said, I want to go through it in alphabet, you know, put them in order and get them in. And every time I would do that, it would be 7 hours because I would stop at every book and be like, I remember this book. Oh my God. The artwork, the cover, I would open it up. I remember when I bought that flow, that rush of nostalgia and memory would hit me. And next thing you know,
sitting there like, I remember this book. Stacy, that bitch dumped me right before I bought it.
And it's 6 hours later, and you're still going through half a long box. You know what I mean? And it was like, it's like, all right, you need to turn that emotion off and just put yourself in. All right, I gotta get through these. Yeah. Work mode. And speaking of work mode, we're going to Silver Surfer 2 and 3. So somewhere, I think I got a complete run somewhere, somehow.
So if you have 44, that's the one that's worth some money. $44.
What about this? Am I gonna? No?
No.
Nah, not so much.
No, not so much.
Who wants that glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider? Hit me up, $10 shipped. Like how I come out of nowhere with this shit.
Well, it's like $5 at the store.
You gotta pay shipping, bro. You gotta pay that.
Alright.
Nobody. I'm the only one that has multiple copies of this. You can't go into any comic book
Oh yeah,
shop.
the only.
I'm the only one that has multiple copies of this. You can't go into your
Same
local
with X-Force #1, right?
local comic shop LCS and buy this book here. You got to get it through me, and it's at a premium. At a premium.
You're the only one who bought multiples of that. You're the only ones who bought multiples of that X-Force #1.
That's it.
Only one who bought multiples of
Premium dust.
Silver Surfer.
Dust. And then we come out of nowhere with a Gambit 4 at the end of the box here. We're at the end of the box, guy. I don't know. Age of Apocalypse at the end of the box. End of the box here. It's number 3. And we got, The Rise of Apocalypse, number 3. And Rise of Apocalypse 4. Trying to get through this so fast. And I want to tell you, everybody out there, this is my Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 1. This is my Guardians.
Unfortunately, your Guardians are not the ones that are worth a stupid amount of money now.
I know, please. I got 7, 8 also there for some reason. Very random.
one is a $20 book, so.
All right, well, I guess that's why it's in a Mylar sitting here. We'll put that to the side. Silver Sable, number 2.
Oh, that ain't worth shit.
Should I just wipe my ass with this live right here on the podcast?
Dude, I don't know anybody.
Blow my nose with that shit. Rub one out here live.
Is that Silver Sable and the Wild Pack?
It's got to be the Wild Pack. Oh man, and the Wild Pack. Ugh. By the way, the beat is incredible behind us. Trying to remember if there's any samples, if I'm gonna get a fucking sample, fucking copyright strike here. Hey, we're all over the place with this box. Now we're back to the Amazing Spider-Man 331. Back to the Larson ever. How we went from the beginning of the box to the end of the box. hey, that's the way it is here, guys. This is
That's
the
a
way it
hectic
is.
cover, man.
It's a fucking great cover, bro. Hold on, I need to.
It's just it's very busy. There's a lot going on.
Speaking of a lot going on, let me find some sort of mix and just throw it on here. Shout out to my playlist. My playlist is better than yours. Just saying. He's out there. Alright, we're just gonna throw some fucking synthwave shit on. Get out of here with this. We're almost there, people. We are almost there. We were at the end of the box. And then out of the fucking blue, we get a Web of Spider-Man number 2. Why can't it be a Web of Spider-Man number 1? So, there's gotta be a 1 somewhere, people. It's gotta be. Guardians of the Galaxy 10. My Guardians, not your Guardians.
I actually had some of those books back in the day.
It was pretty hot for the time because it was the Avengers in space, you know.
More
Web
or
of
less.
Spider-Man annual number 2. Books
That's a
were
web?
shit, but Web of
A
Spider-Man.
web?
A web. Annual
No,
2,
more
but
done.
yeah, it's a great cover though. You know,
Yeah.
it's not worth nothing, but that's a beautiful cover, man.
Oh yeah.
Guardians 2. And then 13, you know what's special about 13? Because it's the Ghost Rider of the future. Yeah.
Oh, Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah. And then you got 14. And then
How do you
Wow.
say? Okay, so that character, the guy who was behind the Spirit of Vengeance's mask, Wilatus Autolycus.
okay,
Some wild shit names.
look, the stack is right here. It's almost in the camera view. Guardians of the Galaxy 16, giant size blockbuster, nothing. Where's Night? Is Night or Ren still in the chat?
I
Because
think you ran it. Well, just let me know when you find that.
I'm down to the last 3 books of this box, and I want to thank you guys for joining us. I know it's a random stream, and I don't really know what's going to come up here, and some things are good, some things are duds. I'm not going to say that this box was bad at all. It was a good box. It was a nice alternate, good Spider-Man box, you know, a couple of weird things here and there, and I'm hoping from seeing what's in here that there's going to be follow-up books or other books in the other boxes to continue with this.
Shout out to Superboy. Out of
Yeah,
the
that's Superboy.
fucking
Hold on.
blue.
I'm going to pull it back. You know what? Let me run through this. I'm going to pull some of the books that I pulled real quick, and we'll just show that real quick for the people at the end. But these are the last 2 books. Night of Ren, if you're there, man, there's some more X-Men books here. And we went through this probably in one of the many other X-Men boxes that we had. 152. Great book right there. My Era of the X-Men. And then I love this book to death as a child because it gave me 2 of my favorite books in one. Marvel Team Up 135, Spider-Man, and Kitty Pryde. Back when she had the Ariel look with the green costume right there. In the lair of the Morlocks. I like me some Marvel Team Up, man. The book really wasn't worth much, but it was great one-off reading. And then, here we go. This is nice. Fantastic Four 347. Arthur Adams on the art. This was the new Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four disappeared. And then we got the new Fantastic Four at the time, which was Wolverine, Spider-Man, Grey Hulk, and Ghost Rider. With the Marvel card in there, people.
Because they had to do anything to get you to buy those books.
No, I put the card in there. That was
did you?
my touch. Yeah, that was my
Oh.
touch as a kid. I threw that in there. And the card, it's got plastic on it. So, hey, look at that. That's the last book here, people. You cockroaches. Yeah, people, a little bit late, but hopefully this stack is pretty fucking big. It falls down. The show's just over.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm about 11 beers in here. 11 beers in.
So
I'm
that's the
working-
value stack. That's the key issue stack, right?
Yeah, well, things that I pulled, it might not all be, but some of it might not really been worth much, but I just pulled it just for me, you know, because of my personal. But yeah, it's nice. Out of that long box, this is the stack we got that are somewhat potential or maybe something. And there's that Superboy right there. 10 center, out of the fucking blue, sitting there.
But I mean, again, in mint to near mint condition is a $400 book. So
No, it's a
even with-
$400 book right now.
All right, fair enough.
All right, everything's top price in my book.
Okay.
No, I'm only kidding. But then we ran through some Amazing Spider-Mans. And then we had that whole Carnage run.
Yeah,
Carnage books.
that's the $25 one.
The Fly, the old schools.
$20
We got two
Fly.
of these.
Yeah.
We got two of these. I think I know where I got that from. If you listen to the last episode of the One Too Many podcast, we discussed a toy shop called Red's in Brooklyn, and he had comic books, and some of the comic books might have just found its way out the door. But then we got the Spider-Man first appearance there. Then we got your big dollar Carnage book right here. That's a newsstand, followed up by a direct. 2 and I think when I pulled these a couple of years ago, about 7 years ago, I mylar'd them, so I knew that it was something that might be something, or it's going to be something. 346, 347,
346 got a sick cover still, man.
363. I have like 10 copies of 362 Amazing Spider-Man. For some reason, it just looks like that was the trend.
Well, and it's a good thing you did, because again, it has a $200 book.
363, I got a bunch. Then I pulled this just because, old school, when you said it was, it's not the best condition, but this is a book that I bought as a child, and it's kind of cool to put to the side. And the Phoenix, The Untold Story, because I want to make sure this is to the side when I get my X-Men together. It's a nice cover. And, hey, yeah, I'm not crazy. There was 2 flies. I'm like, flies. And then we got the Spider-Man 365. Why did I pull the hologram? I think you said this was...
Yeah, so you should have a second one in one of the other stacks as well, because I think you forgot to pull it. But it's like a $25 book. It's first appearance of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
$20.99.
that's worth pulling. I think that's worth pulling. The $20 book.
Yeah.
And then I pulled Guardians 1 just for myself.
Oh, yeah.
To put on my wall of shame. And yeah, folks, looks like that's it for this box. This is my box number 4. Right out the long box. Childhood books that I had as a child, as a kid, as a young... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we forgot another Robin 2
Oh, God.
alternate cover. Please, someone take these off my hands, please. But,
well, hey, man, if we go into a pandemic again and we lock down lack of toilet paper, you got all those Robin 2s. You're covered.
I'm great. This is like back in the day when me and my brother were cold and had a fireplace, and we were fucking throwing out Transformer and G.I. Joe comic books in there to keep warm. Because at the time, those books were nothing. Didn't mean nothing. But here's the box. It's empty. There's no... what are those Japanese bugs? What are they called? The stink bugs. There's no stink bugs in this box.
No silverfish?
No, dude. If I see a silverfish in this house, I'm moving. I'm out of here, man. Because at first you got a stink bug, you get a silverfish, then you got roaches and water bugs, and I'm out. I lived in the city. I know better. I'm out. You can't just try to kill them. You gotta move. Yeah,
the problem is they move with you.
Dude, my buddy back in the day, his apartment was so roach infested in the projects.
Fuck.
Do you remember? Dude, it was the worst. He always wanted us to sleep over. We're like, nah, I ain't sleeping over your place. This is an extra Dustmightz story to get us out of here. This dude, you tap a picture on the wall, it was like, police are coming. It was so bad, bro. If you walked into the house, you could count like 20 in the first 3 minutes you're there.
Ugh.
Bro, it was so bad. It was so bad. And it wasn't like the dude lived in filth. It was just his neighbors and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yo, you don't realize you got these... It was to the point where they were so used to it that it didn't bother them. But it bothered me tremendously. He had this old turntable stereo system, and it was old school. Old school people, you turn a knob and the needle went up and down from 86 to 107, whatever it was, the radio stations. And you turn the knob and the needle went across. Well, there was a roach in there, a dead roach, and you pushed it.
Oh.
And you went back the other way whenever you wanted to change the dial.
Oh.
Bro.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah. Yo. Hey, man, I grew up in the projects in Brooklyn, bro. That's how it was, man.
I get it. I get it, but
not everything's squeaky clean, man. Like, my apartment, the neighbors next door were dirty. And we used to go out there we would spray their door in the middle of the night. Because, they would come up through the pipes and shit like that, man. Like aliens, man. They were like fucking xenomorphs, man. Man, if you ever had to live in the city, cockroaches are the fucking worst.
Well, I mean, we get cockroaches down here just in the regulars, but our cockroaches get to be about the size of a $50.
Yeah, you got those water bug cockroaches.
The big brown
when
ones.
you see them in the movies, they're in the movies.
They're tree roaches, yeah. Yeah.
The ones we got, the ones that we had in the city are the filthy ones. They're just dirt roaches. They come from filth and grime. They come from mold. They come from just being dirty. Fucking filthy motherfuckers, man. Ugh. Bro, I would just relocate. Just leave everything. Just go
burn it.
Get up into orbit and just fucking just nuke it from orbit.
Rudy in the chat going grim.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I guess maybe next time, maybe we should start the stream at 9. It seems people wake up around 9.
So
where were you guys at 8 o'clock when we started, man? We're trying to get out of here, man, and everybody's showing up. But do yourself a favor. Wait for this to process and go back and watch this. It was a pretty cool stream, pretty cool stuff in this boxes. Not everything was, knocking it out the park, but, some cool books, very random. Little DC, little old school, little new school, little 90s, but I like this box. This box wasn't too bad.
No, I mean,
right, it ain't bringing me a lot of dollars, but shit.
Well, I mean, hey, the Superboy is gonna get you a couple dollars.
This is the point of us doing this, because I'll pull whatever it's gonna be something, and the rest of it I could just put once it's all said and done, just throw it at someone. You always see those ads about comic book Hey, I'll buy your comics. All right, come in here and make me an offer. All right, you got 8 long boxes of trash. There's 300 books in each. All right, give me 200. Whatever. We'll make a deal. 50 cents
and then they dig
book.
through them and they find Superboy 78. And it's okay, I can list this one for 100.
Well, that's why we're doing this, so they don't come over here and rip me off. But I really appreciate your time, Cody. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being my microchip, looking up the books on the fly here.
I need to go back and rewatch the first episode since I wasn't on it.
Yeah, there might be something in there, man.
There might be. If you missed anything, I'll just list it up in the chat or list it up in the group or something.
I think the first box, Gabe was in there for a little bit, and Night of Ren was there, but Gabe, I forgot he changed his handle on Instagram. I forgot what it was. He's selling a lot of books. He used to work for Torpedo Comics, and he's very knowledgeable. So he was like, bro, that's a $20 book. That's a this book. Had a lot of Spawn #1s and shit like that.
But is he still up to date now? If he used to work there?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, he just recently relocated. So he's like now he's selling books online himself. Okay. I guess there's like a comic book selling app that everybody's using, like an auction app or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Don't get me lying.
Or I could be totally fabricating it and
look, I have no idea.
Not understanding what I'm reading, but So shout out to that guys. I've been watching a lot of comic book streams, trying to get back into it. I'm not a graded guy. I don't think I'll ever be a graded guy because I was always a fan of just being able to open up your book. But I'm not saying that graded is bad, because it definitely brought back the value of comic books. Because for a time there, it was just done. Comic books were done. They were like
and graded books are so weird to me because it's the same as like people grade trading cards and stuff like that. It's like the whole point to me is to be able to, like, the function of a comic book and the function of a playing card is in the use of it. Yeah. It's not in its existence. Like, it's not like it's just an art print. Like I get art prints and stuff all the time, and I'll have them signed by artists or whatever, and those go into frames and they go on the wall and they're done. You don't open those again. But it's like a comic book has a story in there. You're supposed to read the story. A playing card, you're supposed to play with it.
Well, you know what? I get it. It gave comic books a refresh, a new reason to buy them, a new reason to find them. And I get it. But it's just like to be one of those guys in a battle against graded versus raw. You know what I mean? I'll be raw every day, man. I'll raw dog every day, man. But I'm just happy that this hobby is coming back again. It's been very, very strong compared to what I remember back in the day. But all right, enough of this hubbub and bullshitting. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Dustmightz. This is Cody Dub C Dubs in the house. This is another episode of Right Out the Long Box. Shout out to the Realm of Collectors. Go into the Facebook group. Follow us right here on this channel all week long. We have plenty of different videos, live streams, and whatnot. If they're not on hiatus, it's just that time of the year, people. Give us a watch. And you can tell I'm just trying to wrap this up real quick. So, no schmeal. I had a great time tonight, man. I like doing this. This is fun. If I had enough in me, I would go grab another fucking box. You know? But I know I do have double runs of New Mutants. Like almost full runs. Double full runs. So that's going to be a interesting box, especially if they're all in the same one. There'd be a lot of doubles on that one.
Well, but with all the pulling out the majority of those keys, it's just going to be a lot of, all right, here's another $2 book.
Yeah,
another dollar book.
I know. But thank you guys for watching. And you know what's cool about this? It's random. It's whenever we have some time. We're not rushing to get through those boxes. You know, it could take us a year to get through these boxes. Who knows?
It's possible. We've done a decent clip so far. Like in 2-3 months, we've gotten through another 3 boxes.
Yeah,
so.
Every once in a while, you know, like every other week, maybe once a month, maybe. You know, we'll try to swing this in here and do this for you guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, when this is over with, just go back and watch it, man, and you can see some cool stuff. All right, my name is Dustmightz. This is C-Dubs. This is Right Out the Long Box, and we out of here, bro.
All right, bro.
You out of here?
Yeah.
All right, I got to pee so fucking bad again.
Dude, I'm in the same boat.
Oh, jeez, yellow. All I see is everything. Why does this book look really yellow? I don't, because fucking teeth are floating. All right. Peace.
Say it with me now. Really?